Welcome to reading with render scene. Now, on we're actually going to be reading a book that we started not that long ago. Let's jump on in. This is Witchcraft, a handbook of magic spells and potions. Anastasia Greywolf, with original illustrations by Melissa West. We've learned about creating a wand, some other important things as well. A smudge stick, creation of a bowline knife, pen and ink, a doll baby, wish box, silken cloth for storage, and there was something else. Oh yes, the circle, making a circle. This one I feel should be went over again. I mean, to actually utilize what's in this book, this particular activity must be done over and over and over. So let's just review this here. Still working on finding a single weighty, clean stone. So you need to draw a circle for every ceremony. We sort of touched on that. You know, it's a bit foggy. You know, like what was discussed in this book? What do we need to do, and whatnot? So you draw it before every ceremony. The circle is usually 9 feet in diameter, unless made for some very special purpose. And then there are 2 outer circles, each with 6 inches apart. So the third circle has a diameter of 11 feet. The math is still debatable on this. The math is still debatable on this. All right, good enough. All right, yeah, well, we have the circle. Okay. Spells. We discussed the safekeeping spell. means um, danger. Hopefully, there's not too much danger and you need to panic or something of the sort. But to protect oneself at the moment of danger. So this seems like something that would have to be very instantaneous. You need to be able to recite the spell. Are you gonna have your wand with you all the time? Is this something that you're supposed to carry with you always? Um, I'm not really sure on this stuff. This is an American magician's spell. Repeat reverently with sincere faith the following words, and you shall be protected in the hour of danger. Um, I feel if you're going to be using this for protection, that knowing what the word reverently means would be in order. Let's take a look. Reverently. Reverently means with deep and solemn respect. Hmm. Reverently. Okay. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be peace, and thy habitation shall not err. Hmm. I think I need a bigger booming voice for that, but that'll do. Why are you delivering in 6 with a 7? I wonder if like particular aspect of this should be more powerful than uh, another portion, and why that might be. Like, which particular words are you emphasizing? Tabernacle. I kind of like that one. So we have another one here. To prevent injuries, a powwow charm. It's kind of like this bursting graphic. Is it? It could be like going into a void, like pulling inward, but it could also be pushing outward too, um, which could make sense for preventing injuries. I mean, if you have a jabbing or a thrusting motion, case in point, protecting yourself in the moment of danger. There's reference to a sword. So this could be a thrusting jab, this image. But it could also be like a burst, like a pustulous burst, or some sort of curse that's just like swelling, and then maybe it's a slow protrusion, or just rather quick sort of activity. This is an interesting sort of image here, though. So, to prevent injuries, a powwow charm. Whoever carries the right eye of a wolf fastened inside his right sleeve remains free from all injuries. Hmm. Do you have to enchant the eye, or is it just you're carrying the eye and really that's all that it is? This resonates with me for some reason. It's it's a passive spell. It's like a warding spell. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what these eyes have significance for. Is it like the glaring eyes of those who might be lurking about, and um, the injury is like induced by foe? Stay down, you. I need a bigger stone here. Big hefty one. Stay there. For protection against treacherous designs. Hmm. It's an ancient Hindu incantation. Treacherous designs. Is that like, what is that? Is that like you've been placed in something, and like the design or aspect of it, like a thing, like a dungeon or something? For protection against the treacherous designs of others. Yeah, designs of others. So that maybe like a trap, like a pitfall. Hmm. All right, here we go. So, treacherous designs of others. A pitfall, a bear trap. The great guardian among these gods sees as it from a near. He that thinketh he is moving stealthily, all this the gods know. If a man stands, walks, or sneaks about, if he goes slinking away, if he goes into his hiding place, if two persons sit together and scheme, King of Varuna is there as the third, and he knows it. Both this earth belongs to King Varuna and also yonder broad sky whose boundaries are far away. Moreover, these two oceans are the loins of Varuna. Yeah, he is hiding in his drop of water. This one is rather long here. I sort of want, let's pause, take a look at this here. This is like this awareness of this. What is the speed that you move about through time and space? this he slinks away. To cast a spell on something that would slink is I feel that many a wizard or witch that have caused anything to slink away would certainly be something to see. It's King Varuna. Who is this? It's a sky god who later became the lord of the oceans, rivers, and water. Represents truth, justice, and order, and is also often depicted enforcing moral laws with a noose. That's pretty crazy. I need some sort of clip. This is just obscuring every time. It's on a large sort of set here, but I mean, this is hands. We got hands here for this. He that should flee beyond the heavens, far away, would not be free from King Varuna. His spies come hither from heaven. With 1,000 eyes do they watch over the earth. King Varuna sees all that is between heaven and earth, and all that is beyond. He has counted the winkings of men's eyes, as winning gamester put down his dice, and thus does he establish these laws. He's already sort of decreeing, what heaven and earth will obey. This here winning gamester puts down his dice. Gamester. Winning gamester. Are dice one of the oldest sort of instruments within a game? Hmm. That seems like such a cat and mouse thing here. Let's go a bit deeper here. So the king sees through all that is between heaven and earth. So any sort of guise that would be there, it's it matters not. He'll just see the truth behind it, and he's just observing. He's just observing deep into your soul. Essentially, he's staring you down. May all thy fateful toils, which 7 by 7, threefold lie spread out, ensnare him that speaks falsehood. Him that speaks the truth, they shall go. With 100 snares, O Varuna surrounded him. Let the liar not go free from thee, O thou that observest men. The rogue shall sit, his belly hanging loose, with his casque without hoops bursting all about. A rogue with his belly hanging out. He's probably a very old rogue. Maybe master of the guild. With the snare of Ruina, which is fastened lengthwise, and that which is fastened broadwise, with the indigenous and the foreign, with the divine and the human. I don't know why, but hyphens always bother me. I mean, structurally, it's sound on how it should be placed on a page, but I would be more inclined to put extra spaces in front of the word, so it would just drop down to the next line. But sending your writings off to the publisher, though, as they may or may not adjust how it's placed on the page. I'm sure they probably wouldn't like that. With all these snares do I fetter thee, O. So you're naming the person. Descendant from. Okay, where's your family? The son of the woman, and then who they are. And all these do I design for thee. So this is very preparatory. I mean, I suppose, you know, put a warning spell down first, and then you could get the voodoo doll. And if you need to break the boundaries of a ward, go slay a wolf, take its eye, and put it in your sleeve. Hmm. Let's take a pause there and think about that. That's an interesting series of spells. All right. Snares and warding spells. These look like Celtic knots here to me. Why? Come on. August. Yeah, it looks like Celtic knots. Yeah, and these cameras are pretty great, but they do not. They're no DSLR where you can just manually focus it. This one's a Gaelic spell. I feel like maybe the logos were flip-flopped on this. To keep thyself safe against the wicked, recite. The wicked who would do me harm, may he take the throat disease. Gobulary. Oh, that's a big word. Gobulary. Gobulary. Spiritually and circularly. Flux, pelty. Horny grim. Gobulary. That's a word. Let's learn that word. Gobulary. Shaped like a globe, sphere, or ball. It is used to describe objects that are round or made up of small rounded drops. Gobulary. Spat me silly. That is quite a weird word. Gobulary. Be it harder than the stone, be it blacker than the coal, be it swifter than the duck, be it heavier than the lead. Lead? 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 Tomato, tomato? Be it heavier than the lead. Be it fiercer, fiercer, sharper, harsher, more malignant. Oh, wow. More malignant. It's, now we're sort of like, if we think back here to like some of the earlier imagery, this could be malignant. Prevention of injuries malignant in nature. There's that one. Holy holly, holy holly. Holy holly, holy holly. Be it sourer than the stained lattice bitter salts. Salts. There's a bit of a stutter there. 7 times. Why is there a stutter in this chant? I mean, if you're trying to give a particular word more power, couldn't it, instead of like duplicating it, couldn't you have a, what is it called? You use a thesaurus for it. So it's late in the day here. Synonyms. I ain't the brightest tonight. Synonyms. Some other day I'll be bright. Just not today. I feel that salt is going to have a lot of repetition throughout. Oscillating thither, undulating hither, staggering downwards, floundering upwards, driveling outwards. Driveling? This must be a very old word before we rode on horseback. Driveling onwards, sniveling inwards, oft hurrying out, seldom coming in. Driveling. Okay, there's a lot of words in this one. A lot of foreign words. Driveling outwards. Driveling refers to speaking in a foolish, senseless, or nonsensical manner. So you're just speaking crazy talk. Often talking on and on in a boring way. Endless, boring words. Driveling. A wisp that the portion of each hand, a foot in the base of each pillar, a leg that prop of each a jamb, an influx driving and dragging him. There's a lot of A's here. You're really needing to identify a number of things. And previously here, sort of, specifying that, it could be something. Is it maybe this, or is it maybe that, or these other things? be it, or a dysentery of blood from the heart, from form, from bones, from the liver, from the lobe, from the lungs, and in searching of veins, of throats, and of kidney, to my condemners and traducers, in the name of God and might, who warded me every evil, and who shield me in strength from the net of my breakers and destroyers. This is a pretty booming spell. This is a Gaelic spell. You know, sounding this off the top of a very high mountain or hill or some rocks somewhere. It would carry well over the greenery. Well, I think that's a good spell to sort of end on. I've had a certain fondness for things of Gaelic nature. Take care.